Hello, people. I am Jaby Koay, joined by KRISTEN, STEPHENSONPINO, and ACHARA KIRK.
Hey there.
We're looking at Mera Dil by Kitna, Pagal. Hey.
Okay, what do you think it means?
My...
Yes, very good. You know, Dil.
Best friend.
Dil?
No.
What?
My heart, I don't know what be Kitna. Pagal
Crazy.
is crazy. I think so.
I said it first.
My,
Ha!
my
Okay.
heart is crazy.
Hey.
Hey.
What does that mean?
Hey.
Full stop.
Hey means full stop?
I don't know.
नहीं चाहिए भाई रजत
अब जैसे इनकी इक्वेशन में टेम्परेचर बिगड़ा है
तू था कहाँ से 1 घंटा
पासवर्ड बता खोल इसको
प्रेशर
no.
भी बिगड़ा है
मैं नहीं बता रहा
Oh, wow. Oh, shit.
Damn.
और सिस्टम तो हिल ही गया
Now all he's got is her hair, because he doesn't have any of the text history that he had with her.
ओह शिट तो अब
अब क्या
Damn.
बस मम्मी का फोन मिलेगा डाउट्स पूछने के लिए
Someone's gonna be there. Behind you.
Oh my god, it's so loud. I hate doors. You gotta go through their house to get out.
Bedroom.
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant. Their room to get out of the house.
He's taking some money.
Oh, his cell phone.
Oh, okay.
I thought they broke it. I thought they smashed the cell phone. What did they smash?
Yeah, they smashed it, but like, did
Maybe.
he smash his mum's?
Oh, he's gonna borrow it.
हैप्पी न्यू ईयर भाई हैप्पी न्यू ईयर
I like how you see the difference between big problems,
भाई
small
आयरन
problems.
मैन है ना एकदम
How
बैटमैन
they
की तरह
handle
रिलीज है भाई मैं महंगे की बात कर रहा हूँ कौन महंगा भाई सना सनी हमेशा वाला सनी भाई कल फिर गई है उससे मिलने मैंने ब्रेकअप कर लिया फिर भी नहीं रुक रही भाई ये लौंडा ना मेरे रिलेशनशिप का बाल तोड़ बन के बैठ गया यार भाई पर तूने बात करी अब तक अनुषा से हाँ यार नहीं यार भाई मैं उसको हिंट देता हूँ यार जब जब उसका नाम लेती है देख मैं दांत कसता हूँ ऐसे क्या हुआ मैं दांत कस रहा हूँ दिख रहा है तुझे क्या हुआ यार बताना
यार मैं परेशान हो चुकी हूँ मुझे लगा था आज इशिता आएगी मैं उससे बात करूंगी मुझे थोड़ा बेटर लगेगा पर वो कमीनी भी नहीं आएगी
यार तो मुझे बता देना
तो मैं क्या रोज ब्रेकअप करता रहता है यार वो मतलब 1 सेकंड के लिए एकदम शांत बैठा होगा और फिर अगले मोमेंट ही ऐसे चिल्लाने लगेगा मुझ पे और फिर तुझे मेरा पता मेरा दिमाग घूम जाता है और फिर वही ब्रेकअप मुझे तो समझ नहीं आता यार ये गलती क्या है
तेरी गलती है ही नहीं उसकी है
Just tell
उस
her.
दल्ले की है पता है मुझे बताया था उसने तू टेंशन मत ले यार वो आएगा सॉर्ट करने ठीक है मेरा कहाँ सही है यार ना मिल पा रहे हैं ना बात हो रही है अच्छा लग रहा है 1980s के कपल है
मेरे पास एक प्लान है पर उसके लिए ना वहां दम होने की जरूरत है
क्या
What the bathroom rules?
I know, I was interested. Wow, it's like prison.
That doesn't seem like the best idea.
No, yeah, it's gonna get wet.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, hide it. Quick. Sit on
Dude,
it.
move faster. What are you waiting for?
Oh.
You can't lock your room at home. That's like the first sign that something's
Hey,
wrong.
Sometimes
Rookie
you need
mistake.
a masturbation lock.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe you just said that. I mean, I can, but...
फिट लग रहा है यार
ओए इशिता भी आ गई
Yay. It's awkward.
हेलो
He's mad.
ऐसा लग रहा है 1978 के बाद अब मिल रहे हैं
आइडिया आज हम
हाँ डन यार मैं नहीं आ पाऊँ भाई चल लेना यार
चलते हैं ना प्लीज बहुत टाइम हो गया यार।
भाई चलना है यार, तेरे भाई के पास एक एक्सप्रेशन फोन टाइट पप्पी देगा, मजा आ जाएगा ब्रो। चलो चलो लेट्स गो। ओह माय गॉड,
How he makes that American accent.
Yeah.
Cello, let's go.
क्या हुआ?
सनी है।
किसका फोन था ये?
अरे सनी, मेरा दोस्त।
तो उठाया क्यों नहीं?
यार इतना अच्छा व्यू है, बाद में बात कर लूंगी ना। चल साइड से देखने चलते हैं, आजा।
तू चली जा, मैं नहीं जा रहा।
Oh no.
क्या हो गया, चल लेना। क्या प्रॉब्लम है, फिर ब्रेकअप करना है क्या?
तू तो चाहती है ये ब्रेकअप हो जाए, पीछा छूटे तेरा। तेरे को ब्रेकअप करना है ना कर ले, मेरे को झांट परवाह नहीं है।
अरे बस करो यार, हद है। मैं जो ब्रेकअप ऐसे बोलते से हेलो कर रहे हो यार, तूने बताया नहीं इसे अभी तक।
क्या?
अनुषा तू जो बोल रही थी सॉल्व हुआ, क्या सॉल्व हुआ था?
अरे यार ये उल्लू का पट्टा बोल रहा था कि आंटी की तबीयत खराब है, परेशान है, इसलिए ऐसे बात कर रहा था। मुझे क्या?
आंटी की तबीयत खराब है यार, तू चुप रह भाई। इसकी जलती है तेरे दोस्त सनी से, इसलिए बिटका ये फोन आया ना उसका।
मैं कोई फोन वोन से नहीं बिटका, मेरे सामने क्यों नहीं बात करती उससे?
क्योंकि एक सेकंड, मुझे नहीं लगता तुम दोनों को अकेले में बात करनी चाहिए अब।
Heavy. That's embarrassing.
I don't. There's a lot I disagree with there.
इसको कब से बोल रहा हूँ बता दे, पर नहीं, इतनी बढ़ती है ना बात।
पांडु कब से ऐसा फील कर रहा है?
मेरा ख्याल महीना हो गया, पर ठीक है चलो, तब नहीं बताया, अब तो बता देता।
तब ना बताना क्यों ठीक था?
अरे तब नया शुरू हुआ था ना, तो तब बताता तो वो शिकायती टट्टू बॉयफ्रेंड लगता ना,
अच्छा,
इसलिए मैंने भी वो मार्केट वाली बात नहीं बताई थी।
तो ये शिकायती टट्टू बॉयफ्रेंड फेस ये 1 महीने बाद लगना बंद हो जाता है? मतलब एक्सपायरी पीरियड है 30 डेज का। रजत, वो दोनों ना उससे पहले बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स थे। पांडु ने तब नहीं बताया, पांडु ने आज भी नहीं बताया क्योंकि वो बताना चाहता नहीं था। ये शिकायती टट्टू जो भी, ये एक्सक्यूज है जो तुमने भी यूज किया।
रिश्ता में बता देता है ना मार्केट वाली बात, तुम्हारा बर्थडे आ गया था बस।
पांडु की बात बताने में और अपनी बात बताने में ना बहुत फर्क होता है। और रजत, तुम नहीं बताते।
मैं बता देता।
तुम नहीं बताते?
क्यों नहीं बताता?
क्योंकि तुमने परसों अभी तो नहीं बताया था ना।
बोल भी ले कुछ। ये ब्रेकअप क्या था?
मुझे लगा था यार हमारा पैचअप हो जाएगा।
अच्छा, और मैं ना करूँ तो?
मुझे डर लगता है यार, तू मेरे बारे में क्या सोचेगी?
मैं क्या सोचूंगी यार?
इमेजिन कर, हम पे एक पिक्चर चल रही है, मैं हीरो हूँ, तू हीरोइन है, हीरो हीरोइन की सेटिंग हो जाती है, उनका चलने लगता है, पर उसके बाद हीरो एक साइड वाले भैंगे से सड़ने लगता है। तू सोच, हीरोइन को हीरो लगने लगेगा।
पर हीरो को जलन क्यों हो रही है?
मुझे नहीं पता यार, ना मुझे समझ आ रहा है। तू प्लीज उस सन्नी से बात करनी बंद कर दे यार प्लीज।
Oh, you can't do that.
You can't ask someone.
Yeah.
It's like I get the sentiment though.
तुमने उसी रात क्यों नहीं बताया ये?
इशिता, तुम मुझे अपनी सारी चीजें किश्तों में बताती हो और एक्सपेक्ट करती हो मैं तुम्हें सब उसी समय बता दूं, क्यों?
रजत, it's my personal things that take time with, okay? ठीक है, तो हम भी चीख चिल्ला रहे हैं एक दूसरे पे ऐसे।
हाँ तो जब लड़ेंगे तब लड़ेंगे, अब क्यों लड़ रहे हैं यार?
क्योंकि मैं जानना चाहती हूँ कि तुम क्यों अवॉइड करते हो डिस्कस करना। कन्फ्रंट करके खत्म करो ना। मतलब क्या प्रॉब्लम है रजत?
इशिता, मैं नहीं करता कन्फ्रंट क्योंकि मुझे चीजें नहीं बिगाड़नी है। बचपन से लेके आज तक हर लड़ाई में एंड में मैं ही खुद प्रूफ होता हूँ और फिर सब खराब हो जाता है।
रज्जू, कुछ लड़ाइयाँ ना कर लेनी चाहिए, अच्छा होता, क्योंकि उनके बाद ना चीजें सिर्फ ठीक नहीं होती, सुधरती है।
नहीं, मैं उससे बात करनी नहीं छोड़ूंगी, दोस्त है मेरा। देख, मैं तुझे लाइक करती हूँ, बहुत ज्यादा लाइक करती हूँ, तो अगर मैं सनी से मिलूं या मैं किसी लड़के से भी मिलूं, मैं तुझे ही लाइक करूंगी और वो कभी नहीं बदलेगा। पीठ पे हाथ रख के फोटो खिंचवाने से तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं। पर अगर तुझे तब भी ट्रस्ट नहीं है तो फिर ठीक है, कर लेते हैं फाइनल ब्रेकअप। पर हीरोइन को अभी भी हीरो लग सकता है।
Well, at least like meet him halfway. Like, how about none of this arm around the ribcage thing? What's up with that business right there?
और इस बार पक्के वाला सॉरी।
It means something to him. It bugs him.
सॉरी, सन्नी भाई से मिलने।
Like, just have a little bit of boundaries. Shit.
मैंने ना जितनी भी मूवीज देखी हैं या बुक्स पढ़ी है ना, उनमें हमेशा वो ये फॉलिंग इन लव बोलते हैं और मैं हमेशा सोचती हूँ कि फॉलिंग क्यों, मतलब कौन गिरता है?
पर फॉलिंग इन लव शायद इसलिए बोलते होंगे क्योंकि गलती से हो जाता है, कोई जानबूझ के थोड़ी गिरता है। फिसल जाते हैं।
तो दोनों लोग क्यों गिरते हैं? एक को तो उठाना चाहिए ना।
मजा आता होगा।
तुम्हें आ रहा है?
हाँ, कुछ लड़ाइयाँ कर लेनी चाहिए। ठीक है रज्जू।
His parents. Right? Or no? Who'd this be?
I don't know.
That's his
It is.
parents.
Why did you ring the doorbell?
मम्मी,
Huh?
पापा तो नहीं है ना घर पे? पापा को मत बताना प्लीज।
बोल।
मम्मी वो फिजिक्स ट्यूशन ना मैंने बंक करी थी। मैं भूला नहीं था। पर उसका रीजन था कि मम्मी मुझे पता है कि आपने नया माइक्रोवेव क्यों नहीं लिया। मुझे पता है कि आपको 2000 पर आर के देने पड़ते हैं गुप्ता सर को। पर मम्मी मुझसे वैसे भी नहीं हो पाता और मुझे साइंस नहीं करनी मम्मी। नहीं करनी।
Uh-oh. Oh shit.
Oh.
A cliffhanger. Okay.
No.
All right. So
Wait, I need some.
can we just talk about the photo thing? Like, I respect whoever you want to be friends with, right? I get that. That's cool. But when dude is like copping a feel when they're taking the photos,
wasn't,
it
though.
But he
just.
wasn't. Maybe he was just like this. Is a natural like.
I don't
just
know.
say that.
You are not a dude. I know how dudes think. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. If there is an opening, they're gonna take it. That's how men think, and that's just how it is.
Be that as it may, it might be true. I just like I don't want to live my life so cynically like that.
That's not cynical. It's just being aware. There's a big difference between cynicism and awareness. Vigilance. For instance, you'll hear women say sometimes like, "Oh, I would never see him that way. He's a friend. He's like a brother." It's like you'll never hear a guy say that. You'll never hear a guy say that sentiment towards a woman because every guy thinks about it at some point. Like, could it? Maybe.
Really?
Yes, unless the girl is so unattractive to him, he will always have that somewhere in the back of his head. Even if nothing's happened, you've been friends for 10 years, it's brewing in there somewhere as a just in case. Like
I have guy friends who think of me as like their little sister.
I'm not even gonna start. If you don't want to believe me, then don't believe me. But I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, maybe they've just said that to my face.
No, like they may look at you that way and hold you in that regard. But believe me, if there's an opportunity and the circumstances are there, they're not gonna be like, I'm not doing shit because I don't feel nothing because you're like my sister. It's like, no, like you're an attractive person and yeah, I've said it, ellipses, okay,
well,
there.
I see.
So all I'm trying to say is, dude, if he doesn't have a girlfriend and he's doing this business in the photos, it just looks a little suspect. He's gonna get away with whatever he can.
So see, okay, my thing with that is that I don't think it's right if you are dating someone and they have a certain, like, a relationship is a specific way with their best friend of the opposite sex or whatever. It's already been established like that. I just think you can't come in and be like, yeah, I don't want you hanging out with that friend.
No, you can't do that.
Like, I don't want you behaving that way with that friend, blah, blah. It's like, no, it's already been established though. Like that's the relationship.
Where do you draw the line? Where is it not okay? Let's say that Kristen and I, we hold hands. We're just besties, we hold hands. And then you come along and then we start dating and then you see that behavior. You're gonna be like, well, they were doing that before I came along. Like, are you really not?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I would say something. No, I know where you're coming from. I think there needs to be boundaries for sure. I agree with you to a certain extent. For example, if I had a guy and he's like, look, when you're out with this guy, I don't like him when he does this to you.
Yeah.
Or I don't like him when he goes like this to you. Like, then I'd be like, okay. But if it's something that's so, like, more on the casual side, I might kind of argue with that. Maybe down here like this, I'd probably be like, okay, I'll try to avoid that.
There's a big difference when you're taking a photo with someone between this and this. It's totally different. This is 1,000% more intimate than this, in my humble opinion.
The thing that I said about if the relationship is established, whatever, I think it's totally fine if it bothers you to tell your boyfriend or girlfriend, like, hey, this thing that you do with this person, like, it kind of bothers me. And then you leave it up to them. If they care, then they'll be like, okay, I'll do something about that. Like what you said, you know, like, oh, okay, I'll try and just be more mindful of that or whatever. I feel like that's better than outright being like, I don't want you to hang out with that person. I don't want you like doing this or that.
But at the same time, I also feel like if you're in a relationship, if you're not confident in that relationship, that's on you.
I get trust.
You know
I get that you should trust each other.
And I get some people sit there and they're like, well, I trust you. I don't trust them. Then you're like, that's fine. Don't take it out on me though. And allow me to also make my decisions and make that act or whatever, unless it's absolutely necessary, you know, for somebody else to like pop in or like actually have to like take a step back. I don't know.
There's some guys out there who are just really conniving and really try to do what they can to fuck with your relationship. Like what he's talking about is a real thing that does happen.
Yeah.
And it's just really irritating. The way he handled it is not the best way.
Yeah.
I get his behavior though, is all I'm trying to say. His passive aggressive nature, I don't agree with doing that, but I get why he's doing it. It's like you don't want to appear jealous and you don't want to have to say anything. Like why can't you just understand? Like why can't you just know?
Because we aren't mind readers. No one is a mind reader.
Just like men have to understand that women think differently.
Yes.
Women also have to conversely understand that men think differently and men have a certain, you know, we have certain wiring that determines a certain kind of habit.
It's interesting you say that because there's a lot of men I know that share your opinion because it's like, okay, yeah, you guys are men.
Yeah.
So you do know. They say that all the time, right? How many men do you know that have to say the exact same thing he's saying? But you're still, as a woman, you're like, dude, I don't want to think about it like that though, because that makes me also now I feel... Right?
Like, I can't be friends with you.
And it makes you in a weird position, but not only that, you don't want to see that in the person, so maybe we turn it off, because I'm like, I don't want to believe that you're a donkey. You know what I mean? I don't want to believe that I have to stay on my toes.
So you'd rather stick your head in the sand and be an ostrich?
No, it's not even just that. It's more like, you know, it's like you just want to feel like you can live life without feeling so, oh my God.
I got news for you, sister.
It's like,
ever since the dawn of man,
let it go.
Ever since the dawn of humankind, that's what life has been. You got to look out for the saber-toothed tiger in the bushes.
No, but
and is that guy from that other tribe trying to steal your food?
You pick your battles.
Okay.
You pick your battles.
I'm just saying.
You can be aware, but when you start getting all these nitpickings all the time, you don't want to sit there and feel that way all the time. You know what I mean? So you're like, dude, just let it go. We're cool. We're fine. Nothing's going to happen. Like, just let it be. You know what I mean? To a certain extent. That's all I'm saying.
What is that extent? That's the thing. You need to define the parameters of your friendship. Like, what is that extent?
Because the extents are like when a drastic move is made, and that makes a difference. I don't know.
Everything is okay until another woman does it to you, and then your girlfriend has an issue. It's like everything is fine until your girlfriend has an issue.
No. Here's the thing, though. I mean, it might be a double standards.
Women will switch their minds in a heartbeat as soon as it happens to them. I'm listening.
No. Women are sneaky.
Yes.
We're smart. We're conniving.
Yes.
Men are stupid.
They're not stupid. They're just simple.
No, you're stupid. Here's the thing. Here's the difference.
That is so sexist.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's simple.
Wait, let me finish.
Okay, but don't say stupid.
You're stupid.
No, it's not stupid. It's simple.
They're not very smart.
That's fucked up. I cannot let that slide. I cannot let that slide.
Okay, just let me finish my thought. I'll leave it there. Men are not women. Okay, when a man goes, I feel like the girl's a little bit more like, right? But when a woman does it to the man, because they're so good at their craft, the man struggles to say no. They say yes. You know, they can't just go no. They go yes.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm lost. You need to be more specific.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Instead of saying no, go ahead.
They say yes.
And you're like, no.
I'm so confused. Can you just spell it out for me? Just be blunt.
Because you're saying men think with their appendage.
I find it very ironic that I'm telling you men are not stupid and I have to like have you spell it out for me. Tell me like I'm 3.
What moves up?
Okay, a penis.
You're talking about, men are always talking about like, okay, a man thinks of his penis, right? So I'm sitting there going, yes, and you're like, no. You guys have a hard time saying no. And the girl, if a girl's in there and you're saying...
That's a double standard.
No, wait. Wait for it.
Okay.
If a hot chick, I know. Okay, if like I'm with you and ACHARA is my best friend and I know she kind of has a thing for you or whatever, and you guys are alone, whatever, she starts making moves, right? Mm-hmm. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. If she's in there, she's like, oh, hey, Jaby, hey, and you're not gonna be like, no. You might be like, hey, and then the moment she like gets a little whatever in there, you're gonna go for it.
That's not
true.
true.
You know why?
That's not true.
No, the majority
That's
of the time.
happened to me before.
Here's the thing, the majority of the time, if you have any slight attraction, it's gonna happen.
I've been in that situation. I'm telling you.
Okay, well then.
A girl was hitting on me. It was my girlfriend's roommate. And I went straight to my girlfriend. I'm like, I think your roommate's hitting on me, just so you know.
Were you attracted to her?
Yes, very much. She had knockers like this big. I was very attracted to her.
No, but were you physically, okay, the thing is, I know for a fact, I don't care if you are attracted to a woman or not, if she plays her cards right, if you're a smart woman, very sneaky, whatever, and you play your cards right, you're always going to be able to get in there.
I think you made my argument for me. You just said a moment ago that men are not as smart as women. Fine. No, okay, fine. Let's accept that for the moment, okay? I will concede for a few seconds just to say, if that's true, then when a man, if that is true, then when a man goes to do this move right here, his intentions are abundantly fucking clear.
Damn.
Okay. Wow.
Mic drop.
Okay.
Mic drop.
So what I will say though is it's not.
Okay. You win that battle.
It's not.
I mean, that was pretty solid.
I don't think it's a matter of level of intelligence. It's a kind of intelligence. Women have a different kind of intelligence than men do.
Yes. Okay, I agree with that. I will take back my previous statement.
Okay. Back to this. Jesus. So all I'm trying to say is that Pandu's position, I understand. His behavior, I understand. Although it's immature, it makes sense that he's immature because of his age.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, he's young. And so you're watching him like grow over the course of the show, as well as our main character, who's like having a hard time communicating, and he's learning, like he's trying not to spoil it. I also understand that feeling where in the beginning I tried to avoid conflict with someone new because I'm like, I want this like honeymoon thing to last as long as possible, because I've been in enough relationships where once we have our first fight, there's a lot of fights that follow, and it's not honeymoon anymore. And so when people tell me, yeah, our honeymoon stage lasted 9 months, I'm like, what the fuck? How are you guys having that for 9 months? Because mine lasts like a good month, and then we get real. Huh? Yeah.
I've had mine last
where you never had a fight for a whole year.
Yeah.
I feel
and then the year hit and we had our first fight.
Okay.
Right to the team.
I feel like most people are just not as analytical as I am then.
According to science, I believe, from what I've heard, your body can only produce the, I don't know which hormone it is, the happiness hormone from being together, whatever it is, dopamine or whatever, consistently for 2 years. So I think the longest a honeymoon period can actually last for is about 2 years.
I think mine gets spread out because of the fights. And so we have these fights and then we go back into the honey. We resume that shit like a DVD on pause. Right? Come back to it over and over again. I feel like that relationship he's got with his girl, Pandu has with his girl, is like, I feel like that's all my relationships. It's like constant bickering and then going back to this blissful, like really heightened emotional fun.
You love that.
Okay. I don't love it. It's just what comes to me. I date all the crazies.
Either that or it's
I'm
just
crazy.
a level of operating that you understand. Like it makes sense to you. You know
Probably, because when someone's normal, I'm like, I can't. It doesn't compute. Yeah. So you need to go away. You're not crazy enough. I need a little bit of crazy. Go ahead.
I wanted to go touch bases with the teacher. The fact that they keep putting the teacher's problems into this, comparing it to their problems, and how like his problems like kind of a major.
Well, it's life and death compared to theirs.
Yes, and he's handling it so well, and then you see the kids, and they're like, oh my God, the end of the world. And he's sitting there going, all right, I gotta handle stuff.
The word you're looking for is juxtapose.
Okay.
Juxtaposition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great juxtaposition. Yeah.
I like it. And I like where was I going with this before?
Before I interrupted you and dropped a $10,000 word on you?
Yeah, it was a great
juxtaposition is a
great word.
Yeah, I
great
learned that
word.
in 9th grade.
Between adulting and teenagering.
Yeah, I like the realism of like, okay, this is real life. Yeah, this is real life too, but that's going to be next level kind of deal, you know?
What you're dealing with is not the end of the world. It's small time problems, and you just can't see that it's small.
Yes.
If only you could step back and look at the big picture, you'd see how much it's a non-problem.
And then now that goes back to what you're saying. I wish I could go back in time and enjoy those moments.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
that were really not that bad.
That's what my parents used to say. You witness a teenager going through their first heartbreak. Like I remember my first heartbreak, and I was absolutely devastated. And before that moment, I never understood what that was like. Like, I acted in a TV series where I had to play a university student. I was 15 at the time, and I had never gone through that. And in the thing, she's like, "Oh my God, I'm like so sad." I'm like, why would anyone cry
I've heard this
over
story
a
like
boy?
12 times.
Okay, maybe you guys have heard it too.
No, they haven't heard it. I've heard it so many times. I'm just
it didn't compute to me because I had never been in a situation where I'd cared about someone that much. And then my first heartbreak, I just remember, where were we going? To like a Coldplay concert or something. And like, I was in my friend's room and I was like laying on her bed, just like, like sobs I'd never heard just like coming out of my body. And everyone was like, what's wrong with her? But I didn't understand. But then your parents always go like, it'll be fine.
You don't want to see your kid hurting either.
Yeah,
and they sit there and they feel it, but yeah, they know.
But it's like,
they know.
You'll get
It'll
over it. It'll be fine.
Time heals.
You might go through stuff like that again, but at least you know.
I didn't know if I should bring up anything but I just find that I'm really relating to Pandu's experience. Yeah. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because, and I think mine was much, much worse. What I love about this is how sweet it is, like the show in general. For me, my first real girlfriend, she was already experienced. For me, it really tainted the opportunity for us to have like to put this like in the most obvious sense, pure, sweet romance. Because she had already experienced a lot of that intimate stuff before I came along. I hadn't done anything. The person who was like doing all the touchy-feely shit was her ex-boyfriend. We got into a relationship fairly quickly after their breakup. There was this residual stuff. So when he was like massaging her or whatever, like it really, really hurt a lot.
Oh, they were still friends.
They were still friends.
That's another story too, though.
Yeah, they went immediately from breaking up to becoming best friends. And I'm like, okay, sure. Fine, that's cool, whatever.
Yeah, see, I feel like when you do that, you have to be very careful. There needs to be a line, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's when I feel like I would be more like him a little bit.
You have history with that person. Like, you've gone...
That's completely different. Now, if you don't really have history with a guy, then I don't know, but when they're sisters, it's totally different.
No, because Charles asked me, why are you so cynical sometimes? I'm like, because of that. The impressionable years really have an impact on the years to follow. So you have to be, like, that's the one thing is, like, if there's young people watching, like, my advice to young people would be to just be mindful of those things because of how much of it can have an impact on you. Don't stay in one relationship for super, super long when you're that young. Like, just date different people, especially that situation was bad. Like, there's so much advice I would give to my younger self, and I would just hope that my younger self would listen. I wish I could go back and, like, undo some of those things. Watching this, there's so much I would have done way different. If I was in high school, I would not have stayed with that broad. I would have left way sooner. She was hung up over her ex, and it's like, now I have the maturity to go, I'll let that go. I'll walk away. There's a lot of fish in this high school. It doesn't necessarily need to be her. You know, and it's like when you're that young, you get tunnel vision on someone that you like, and you have a hard time seeing that there's other opportunities, you know?
I was actually really relating to Raju this time, just because, like, I'm also someone who has a hard time with conflict, and I have a hard time having those difficult conversations, and I would much rather just be like, can we just not talk about that for like ever? Just let it build up and like it's not good and then I don't know how to handle it. So I'm really glad that they brought that up because I imagine that a lot of the people that are watching this series are really young and like you need to be able to do that and just kind of
I'm the person I have to talk about it, get it out of the way so it's a done deal.
Yeah.
Move on.
I
So
need
that
to be more
I like
like
to
that.
squish it. And I'm like, okay, we good though?
The girl, Ishita, she's very mature, and maybe that's also because her character has had to grow up.
She's grown up.
Like you said, like, let's just talk about it now, and let's just squash this.
Yeah, because you don't really know. If you don't say anything, it's not gonna...
Yeah, I'm glad they really took time to explain why she's that mature, because there are some things that were happening where I'm like, would a woman her age really be able to, like, pick up things and have and be that forthright about what she's picking up on? And I guess like if you've gone through that stuff, it makes you an adult much sooner, you know? So anyway, good stuff so far. I'm enjoying it. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Make sure to check out KRISTEN on the social media, as well as this lady over here. Y'all are so lovely. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
KRISTEN STEPHENSONPINO.
And
ACHARA KIRK.
peace out.